Welcome to this review of a telescopic bipod for the SVD, or in its civilian version, Tigr rifle. It's a Russian-made rifle, and this is a Russian-made bipod. Now, we tend to think of Russian gear as pretty much indestructible, but in this case, not so. It's an all-metal construction, and you can find Chinese-made versions and some made for airsoft, but I haven't got any experience of those, so I don't know how they'll hold up. Anyway, it's got these arms which have extensions, and you can see that it has 4 settings in total for you to adjust the height of the bipod. These legs are spring-loaded, and this metal clasp here helps retain them into place. Now, I found that after 40 trips to the range of firing anywhere between 50 and 100 rounds, there was a problem, and that problem was the original clamp. Here you can see it's actually quite a thin affair, and I'm not quite sure what it's made out of, but where those red circles are is where the problem started. Essentially, under the recoil off the round, which is fairly substantial out of this rifle, for such a light rifle, you end up with it bending, flaring out at the corners, and that's not a good thing. You start to notice the axis wandering, and you discover that your rifle is wobbling in the clamping mechanism. Not a good thing, certainly not desirable. So what I had done was I had a machine shop locally manufacture up a much more substantial piece of kit. You can see that the clamp is thicker, it's made from a far superior metal, some form of steel, and so far has been doing an excellent job. It has a nice flat bottom and a 90-degree angle, and also these little lugs here which fit into the recess in the receiver of the rifle. I've kept the original mechanism by which you can tighten the clamp just using a Phillips screwdriver on this slotted bolt head. So be aware, these Russian bipods are not indestructible, and you may well find a similar issue with yours, in which case you might need to take necessary steps like I have.